there. It's not my case. I left my case in the office before I came here to go live with you. We're all speculating. So unless one of these TikTokers, much respect.
This bra is for seniors who want to get back their youth. Lift breasts right after first wear.
It's possible, but I don't believe it based off of the history of Jake. But let's listen to it again from the beginning. It's not a long video. It's only 2 minutes, only a 2-minute recording. So listen.
Is that the sister?
Yeah.
Do you guys only have 2 kids?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine, you know. I try to put myself in that. I'm like, I know they're up. We know they're up. They're not sleeping, you know. We were up too, and you know, we're just like,
we're exhausted.
I know. I bet.
Partially delusional.
Where were you at when this happened?
I was at the park. I was at the park watching my son play football.
So somebody said it's not a secret recording. That's how it's flying around on the internet. I don't know. I don't know. I just saw a secret recording, so I'm reporting it. If it's not secret, then I don't know. I'm telling you right now, I just know that what's being said is very probative to me. So take it for its face value of what's being said. Let's keep going.
Well, I have her
And then I go on, I take the baby.
Yeah, that's how I am too. I go to the store.
It was horrible.
It does.
Worst feeling ever.
It is.
Been balling or so.
No, you're just numb right now.
Yeah,
You're just numb, you know?
The way the cops were treating us was horrible.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a roller
Don't want to
coaster.
let us know nothing.
No.
There are a lot of good cops. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
They're just doing their jobs, but
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
horrible feeling, you know.
No, yeah. So I seen on the picture like your baby was something wrong with the eyes. Is that what they're saying?
He had a little lazy eye.
Okay.
But it's getting corrected, and he was corrected.
No, he was on no medication or nothing. Okay, so
He's a healthy baby, so his little eye sometimes goes.
yeah, my daughter was like that too. Yeah. So
She was on medication for her
yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
What was she?
Well, she had a genetic. It was a genetic disease. It was in December. That's when like it's cold, you know.
That's when his birthday was.
Oh, yeah. Her birthday's December 6th, and she got like a flu and all that, was admitted. They didn't think nothing of it. I'm sorry. Until they did genetic testing, and then, you know, it's hard. But this is harder, you know. This is harder.
Wow. I want to run that back one more time. I really do, because I'm trying to digest this while doing 1,000 other things. I want to see if there's anything else that's probative, and it's just 2 minutes. One more time.
Is that the sister?
Yeah.
Do you guys only have 2 kids?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine, you know. I try to put myself in that. I'm like, I know they're up. We know they're up. They're not sleeping, you know. We were up too, and you know, we're just like,
We're We're exhausted.
I know, I bet.
Partially delusional.
Where were you at when this happened?
I was at the park. I was at the park watching my son play football.
With Mackenzie.
Well, I had her with me.
And then I go on, I take the baby. We're shopping.
Yeah, that's how I am too. I go to the store.
It was horrible.
It does.
Worst feeling ever.
It is.
Been balling ourselves.
No, you're just numb right now.
Yeah,
You're just numb, you know?
The way the cops were treating us was horrible.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a roller
You want to let us know
All
now?
right, so I found a news source on this one, guys. I want to share this with you guys. This is Yahoo News. Really quick. This one is new. It's a news aggregator. So this came from the Palm Springs Desert Sun. Okay. So this is from the Palm Springs Desert Sun. This one sheds a lot of light on what we've been seeing. And unfortunately, from this article, from me just perusing it, but we're going to read it together, Emmanuel Haro has not been found. Has not been found. So you're hearing it here. I'm not the first one to report it, obviously, but you're hearing it here on True Crime Strategic. That's been confirmed by the Sheriff's Department, as this article is going to state that he has not been found. That's why you guys pay me in the real world. I barely get paid here on YouTube. But you pay me in the real world for in my day job as a detective to have a cool head, okay? Because, listen, jumping the gun is not going to help anybody. You know what I'm saying? All it does is cause people pain, because there's a lot of people who are very emotionally invested in this case. And it's breaking their heart when they hear at one moment that, yeah, they found him. And then they have to hear the next moment that he has not been found. So we slow it down. That's what we do. That's why we say it in the business. We say, slow it down. When you don't need help anymore, you know, when you got the suspect under control, you say, slow it down. Central, tell everybody slow it down. That means tell these cops stop running towards you, because somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get a car accident. Slow it down. So let's read this article. Jake Haro on the scene of search for son Emmanuel Haro along shoulder of State Road 60. So we can verify that that was Jake Haro. A search for the missing 7-month-old Cabazon boy continues Sunday, August 24th along the westbound shoulder of State Route 60, and one of the baby's parents was present. Let's see here. I see I got an email. I'll check that in a second. A Desert Sun editor spotted several first responders along the westbound shoulder of the 60 freeway near Gilman Springs Road in Moreno Valley Sunday afternoon. When a reporter contacted the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, an officer confirmed an active search for Emmanuel Haro was underway in the area. Investigators were assisted by cadaver dogs on the scene. The department said, adding that Father Jake Haro who was arrested on Friday on suspicion of murder with malice, was at the location with detectives. Let's keep going. The department did not respond to questions about the details of Jake's involvement, but told the Desert Sun at 4:45 p.m. that he was en route back to the jail, which was the same thing that was reported by Abby Babby. I like her name. The Sheriff's Department said Emmanuel was not located. No additional details about the search are available. Jake and Rebecca Haro were arrested Friday at their home on Ramona Street on suspicion of murder with malice and were being held without bail, according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Okay, let's go back up here again. I just breezed through that. That's the most important thing in this article. The Sheriff's Department said Emmanuel was not located. No additional details about the search are available. Boom. Okay? Very, 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 very sad. That's why here on True Crime with Strategic, we're not interested in being first. We're interested in being right. Okay? We're interested in being right. We're not always perfect. We make mistakes. But a lot of you guys are new to this channel, and you will find out very quickly that we are not averse to saying, I'm sorry. If we're wrong, we say we're sorry. So if there's anybody out there who's like full-throatedly saying, he's found, he's found, he's found, please go back to your audience. Your audience will respect you. Believe me, I learned the hard way, okay? I've been doing this for a while on YouTube, all right? I'm just now getting noticed, but I've been here on the platform for a while. Your audience will respect you when you say, hey, guys, I really want justice for Emmanuel. I'm excited to be a part of this process. I jumped the gun. I'm sorry. That's it. You will be forgiven, and all will move on and breeze over. But he has not been found. Let's keep going. Jake and Rebecca Harrow were arrested Friday at their home on Ramona Street on suspicion of murder with malice and were being held without bail, according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Jake, 32, was being held at the Larry D. Smith Correctional Facility, according to a Riverside County inmate database. Rebecca, 41, was being held at the Robert Presley Detention Center. All right, there we go. Okay, so there's a lot for us to talk about. Let's get back to what we were talking about. All right. So let's finish out this for the second time we listened to it. Let's finish it out, and then we're gonna go on to some of the other things that were said. Number one, I want to read the article where she's talking about not giving up on.
They don't really make bags like this anymore, but for years we did. One at a time, all by hand. No mass production, just real structure and real craftsmanship. Now, as we wrap up this chapter, every last handcrafted bag is up to 80% off and almost gone. People tell us all the time, I've used mine every single day for years. And now, you hardly have to spend anything because we're closing our doors. So this is it, one last chance. Shop the closing sale now, up to 80% off. True craftsmanship before it's gone forever.
Life's an adventure, and the 2025 Honda Ridgeline is built for all of it. Whether it's tackling rugged trails with standard all-wheel drive and a towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds, or heading out on a weekend getaway with its upscale interior loaded with advanced tech and safety features, the innovative and versatile Honda Ridgeline seamlessly blends capability and comfort. Test drive your new Honda Ridgeline today.
Regardless whether it's up or down, you're helping the channel, so we do appreciate everybody who helped the channel, who supports us, even our haters. We appreciate you too because you're helping the channel. So hit that thumbs up so that we can get into that algorithm and they could show us to a wider audience. That's all we want, so that we could get to that 100,000. Less than 5,000 people to get to 100,000 subscribers. What a milestone it will be when we get there, and we do hope to get there soon. All right, now the next thing is I want to go to this fan funding, because I've been so busy, I didn't even check the people who have showed us love. First of all, big shout out to Kathy Waters, who's now a recruit member. Kathy Waters also gave a 5 gift memberships. 5 gift memberships. Now, Kathy, you became a recruit member, but you have to understand that you gave 5 gift memberships to the patrol level. So the people that you gifted a membership to actually have a higher tier than you do. So I don't know if you want to go ahead and upgrade to patrol level so you're not missing out on anything. But thank you so much, Kathy, for your generosity. I just had to let you know that, all right? Because you're so generous, I want to make sure you're not shortchanging yourself. Nina Drew gave us a 99-cent gift super sticker. It's a sad face crying. A $4.99 super sticker came from Hello, There You All. Says, my ex-husband is a homicide detective, and I wish he could channel it better. What does that mean? Wish he could channel it better. Not be so jaded. Okay, I understand what you're saying. You said channel it emotionally. Not be so jaded, but I understand what he deals with too. Horrific things. Absolutely. I think my secret, which we're totally different people, is that I've never let go of my ability to channel my inner child. Using your words, channel my inner child. So that's why we joke on this channel. That's why I smile. That's why I play with my kids. I get on my knees and I play G.I. Joe with my sons, and I play Barbies with my daughters when they play Barbies. They're a little too grown for that. I crack jokes. I laugh. I tell corny dad jokes. It's a part of me, yes, but I don't want to let it go because it's what continues to bring me joy. Because if you take this too personally and you allow it to sink into your being, it will destroy you. And the fact that you're saying that your husband is so jaded, from one professional to another, I don't do homicide, I do X crimes, but his victims don't talk. My victims talk. And I have to sit there across from him. I'm not minimizing. What he does is a greater thing than what I do. It's homicide first, then it's X crime second. So he's on the creme de la creme. He's at the top of the food chain, and I'm just behind him. But my victims tell me what happened to them, and cry to me, and sometimes beat me up because I'm the only person they can beat up. And many times I have to watch videos of what happened to my victims. The only way I'm still here, able to smile with you, is by walling that off and taking joy in other parts of my life. So that's what I would say to your husband. I don't know if I can say anything to him because he's a pro. He might just say, who's this guy to tell me anything? But I'd say, brother, wall it off. Don't put it in a corner. Embrace it, but separate it from your real life and take as much joy out of your real life as you could possibly take. I'm sorry to go off on that tangent, but I'm talking to a fellow brother, and I'm trying my best to give him what little I have to give in this world. All right. Big shout out to you. Hello there, you all. I appreciate you for that super chat. Ma'am 7755-199 super chat says, will they give him a lighter sentence? I hope not. Well, they didn't find anybody, so whatever deal he thought he was striking, it's not working. Mind your business with a 199 super chat says, long time sincere. I've shown love, high strategic. Love you. Appreciate you. H. Cheng, been with me for a little bit. Appreciate you. H. Cheng says, $9.99 super chat says, sending love and support from California. Appreciate you. Cat Fab, who's now a recruit member, welcome. April Ann 5749, $2 super chat says, why do you think Jake was out there then? Well, we know why he's out there. He was leading them somewhere, but unfortunately they didn't find anything. Barb Murray with a $2 super chat says, thanks for the truth. And a $20 super chat from Hilson, who says 4.6K left to go. Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, let's get back into this.
There are a lot of good cops there. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
They're just doing their jobs, but
Yeah,
it's a horrible feeling, you know?
No, yeah. So I seen on the picture, like, your baby was something wrong with the eyes. Is that what they're saying?
A little lazy eye.
Okay.
But it's getting corrected, and he was correcting it.
No, he was on no medication or nothing? Okay, so.
He's a healthy baby, so his little eye sometimes.
So they said he was a healthy baby. He just had a little lazy eye, but they were correcting it, and that's it. But he was a healthy baby.
Goes.
Yeah, my daughter was
What's up?
like that too. Yeah, so.
She was on medication for her eyes?
Yeah.
What was she?
Well, she had a genetic. It was a genetic disease. It was December. That's when, like, it's cold, you know?
That's when his birthday was.
Oh, yeah. Her birthday's December 6th, and she got, like, a flu and all that, was admitted. They didn't think nothing of it. I'm sorry. Until they did genetic testing, and then, you know, it's hard. But this is harder, you know? This is hard.
All right, so now we're going to go over to KTL News. Let's see what they got. They've been on this. They're like one of the best news sources out there on this. This is regarding the father being out there. Father of 7-month-old missing in California assisted in search for child's remains. The father of missing 7-year-old Emmanuel Haro, who is presumed dead, assisted investigators Sunday in Moreno Valley for the remains of the child. Authorities in both San Bernardino and Riverside counties launched an extensive search on August 14th after Rebecca, 41, and Jake Haro, 32, said that the little boy was kidnapped from a parking lot of a Yucaipa Big Five sporting goods store after a stranger reportedly knocked Rebecca unconscious, leaving her with a black eye. First of all, Rebecca better start speaking up soon, because this father of hers, this baby daddy, he's angling to put her under the bus. That's what he's angling to do. He's angling to throw her under the bus. She better start squealing very, very, very soon. Otherwise, she's going to be left holding the bag for this. And maybe she's the one who did it. And if that's the case, then justice needs to be served where she's the one who's punished the more severely. But if Jake is the one who did it, like I think he is, and guys, if you're not paying attention, when I think things, they usually come true. If Jake is the one who did it, she's going to be left holding the bag for something she didn't do. Let's keep going. In the days following the alleged kidnapping, new revelations emerged, including that the couple was being uncooperative with investigators from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. That video of Rebecca with a black eye on August 3rd may exist, and that officials removed the couple's two-year-old from their custody, and that Jake Harrow has a previous felony conviction for willful child cruelty. Investigators turned their attention to the parents, using cadaver dogs during a search of the family's Carbazon home and seizing Jake's vehicles. Let me make this a little bit bigger because you guys know I'm getting old. I got old eyes. Can barely see it. Along with their cell phones and other electronics to preserve and process any potential evidence. Let's keep going. So this is him out there in the field. This is even better footage. Look at that. Look at that. Even better footage that we've seen before. Look at him out there in the field. Students out there in the field. Okay, let's keep going, man. They're on it. They are on it. Where's it at? I lost it. Oh. Here we go. They're on the field. Okay. 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 Let's do it. All right. Oh, they got more pictures? Oh. Okay. I told you these guys were searchers, that they look like searchers. Okay. Wow. Hold on here. We got a video. Hold on. We got a video.
You can see Jake Harrow.
And with breaking news in the search for baby Emmanuel, authorities were seen searching an area near the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley.
And right alongside them was the baby's father, who was accused in the 7-month-old baby's murder. We want to show you this video. It's from just a couple of hours ago. This is near Gilman Springs Road out there, and you can see.
You see why the camera is shaking like that? Because they got the super zoom on. That thing is maxed out on the zoom. It's a good camera. Please hit that like button, guys. We're almost at 3,000 people. This will be a record for my show. Almost 3,000 people streaming with me right now. Please hit that like button, support the channel, and make sure that you're subscribed.
Jake Harrow there in the orange prison jumpsuit. Cadaver dogs, though, also out there assisting in the search for Emmanuel. But deputies say he was not located there. Now, Jake Harrow and the baby's mother, Rebecca Harrow, were arrested at their Cabazon home Friday morning on suspicion of murder.
And these arrests came just over a week after the Harrows reported the baby missing, after Rebecca claimed.
Hold on, we had over 3,000 people streaming with me. You know what that means? I'm going to be giving 5 free gift memberships to True Crime with Strategic. Wow, over 3,000 people is a record for my show. Please do hit the like button.
That she was attacked while changing Emmanuel's diaper outside a Big 5 store in Yucaipa. Deputies say the baby is presumed dead, and they're now working to recover his remains. The Harrows are expected to make their first court appearances on Tuesday.
All right. Wow. This is crazy. Okay. Boom. Great job, Aki. Aki found that one. Aki is so on point. I hate giving my sister cool points because it goes to her head. But she's on point today. That's why she keep calling me and screaming at me. Check your email. Check your email. I'm sending you stuff right now. All right, so this is more stuff here. Okay, so it's kind of going back to like in a house where they were doing their thing.
Developing news now out of Temecula. Multiple people are.
Let's go ahead and get that out. It's so sad that you're getting that kind of news. So let's get back to the actual article. Okay. So Emmanuel's parents were arrested Friday morning on suspicion of murder after a widely publicized search for their son. Escorted by deputies, Jake was seen in a prison jumpsuit assisting in search and rescue crews near the 60 freeway and Gilman Springs Road in Moreno Valley. Investigators with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department were also seen using cadaver dogs. Sheriff's officials confirmed to KTLA that afternoon search was wrapping up and the 7-month-old remains were not located, ladies and gentlemen. So we have yet another source, this one with even better footage, advising us that his body, unfortunately, was not located. Let me go to Fan Funding real quick. Some people have some questions. We want to make sure we show them the love that they deserve. Okay. Barb Murray says, thanks for the truth. We appreciate you. $2 super chat. Lacey Scullio with a $5 super says, you are a good dude and dad. Do you think Jake is building his case? Question mark. against your wife, making it look against his wife, making it look like she told him he put the baby there and it isn't. I think that's possible, and I think we addressed that too. Yes, I think it's possible that he's 100% cooperating. To what extent of cooperation, we don't know. Is he being honest about his cooperation? We don't know. Okay, because obviously he went out there with search crews and we did not find the baby. All right. So he could just be stringing them along. I have no idea. All right. But he's out there, and guess what?
Does that make sense?
She's not.
Does that make sense?
I say that one more time for the people in the back of the room, because we got over 3,000 people in here. We're like a mini theater right now on Broadway. I'm like a Broadway theater guy. To the people in the back of the theater, he's out there and she's not. So that's already telling us he's cooperating and she is not. Let's keep going. Hello, there you are with a $5 super chat says, well, it's all's up the story. If nobody even knew the baby, it could have been unknown owned. Were they expected to show the baby? Doctor apartment party, something? Come on, y'all got to help me out. I'm old. I can't even understand this. So I think what she's saying, why all's up the story? You know what? $5 super chat. I 100% apologize. Please rephrase what you're asking, and Aki will pin it. And when I see it, I will answer your question. I know I have like potato fingers when I'm typing half the time. I just can't understand what you're writing, but I do want to show you respect for breaking bread with me. I will answer your question if you rewrite it, and Aki will let me know. All right, Funky Monkey with a $2 super chat says they can use this as leverage to get her to flip. That's possible. But if he's providing information that's proving she's the one who actually killed the baby, then there's no flipping her. They're just going to use him against her, and she's the one who's going to be punished for the crime. And lastly, Barb Murray Babs says with a $5 super chat, this is for Aki and you. Buy a bear. Appreciate you, but she'd probably appreciate it a little bit more if you gave her some coffee, which you guys can find above the screen over here. That way, buy coffee to support the Strategic Eyes Show research crew. They're the ones who's dropping these jewels for me right now. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Let's get back into this bad boy. Okay, now, all right, you know what? Let me read it right now. So, hello, are you there? Says the super chat turns your words around. Why? So what she says is, why make up the story? Nobody knew they had the baby. Was the baby expecting to be seen by a doctor or a party or something, and they needed to cover it up? That's a really good comment. I think it gets to the point where it doesn't even have to be that it's a doctor's appointment or something like that. There are people who knew that the baby existed. Like at the funeral, people were asking about the babies. At least I believe they were asking about the baby. Other people are saying, oh, they were talking to somebody else. I believe that that family member was talking to Rebecca. After a while, people are going to start asking questions, and your excuses are going to make them suspicious. And then you remember, these people are dealing with guilty knowledge. They know what they did. They know that a human being that existed no longer exists anymore. So they're going to have to come to a point where they're going to say, well, what are we going to do about explaining the fact that this child doesn't exist anymore, that we can't produce this child to anyone? And then, you know, being non-sophisticated people, they're going to come up with a cockamamie story like, oh, I got punched in my face by some Mexican guy who said hola, and it knocked me to the ground, and he stole my baby. That's what you're going to be left with if you're not sophisticated. Let's keep going. I'm going to go back now to, we're going to pivot now over. If we get more stuff, this is going to be a disjointed kind of show. We're going to be going back and forth and stuff like that because we're getting information on the fly. The research crew is feeding me information. You guys are emailing me stuff. If you have good stuff, go ahead and send it to the email, and we'll definitely read it out in the show. But I wanted to talk about the fact that somebody broke into the property of the Harris, and they were apparently, allegedly, given tours. Now, we were able to get this video of the aftermath where police are actually kind of like responding to it, and neighbors are talking about it. I want to play that for you. I want to answer a question, though, before I play it. people ask me inside of the email on YouTube and all these other platforms that I have, will this affect the case? The answer is no. The reason why them breaking into the house and giving tours is not going to affect the case is the fact that they were able to break into the house means that forensics was done with the house. If forensic was not done with the house, there would be an officer posted on the house to make sure nobody goes into it. The fact that nobody's posted on the house and the house was free and clear and open for people to be able to sneak in there means that they've completed their forensic analysis of the house. We also heard that they were pulling up floorboards, they were taking carpet and floorboards and other evidentiary material out of the home and taking it for evidence. They're done. Now, should the people who broke into this home be charged? Absolutely. What I would do is I would charge them with burglary, not simple trespassing, because they went into that house for the purpose of committing a crime. The purpose of committing the crime is to fraudulently sell tickets for a tour. That's a burglary. Trespassing is just being in an area that you're not supposed to be in, but you're just there. You're not doing anything else. Burglary is when you go into a structure in order to commit a crime. And selling tickets is fraud. So they should be charged with a burglary. Now, did they charge anybody? I don't know. We're going to play the video right now and see what happened.
That's okay. Why would you think that's physically okay? Mentally okay? This is the place you say because I didn't go in their house.
And once again, big shout out to Action News Network. That's the video that we're using right now. Action News Network's video. Let's keep going.
And you telling people I went in their house? Am I pointing at you? No. You did a minute ago. Yes, you did. But yeah, whoever, I'm going like this. But you're whatever could make a big mistake for me. So you should think about it. In the street. You making this ruckus out here is a disgrace. You guys are acting like this is a fucking circus. My name in this shit. I didn't go in nobody's fucking house. I've been standing there the whole time. I told them. I did walk right there. But that's not their property. But I did not go in their yard.
A bone, but we don't know what that bone was. Like an arm bone, a neck bone, a leg bone. It was a bone, just a rib bone. It was in the back. Okay, so in the backyard, I don't know. There's no fence blocking it off. So there is a fence blocking where that door is open, and that's where I saw those two white girls go in. And they told straight out. They told all of us they wanted to go inside the house and video it. So I know it was them, but they went in that whole house. Well, and that's I wouldn't want to go in the house. Like, there's no way I would go inside. That's just creepy to me.
All right, real quick. Hello, there you are. There you all are. Says, what would make LE look at floorboards or something? Did they see it last week but needed DNA? Is it the amount that they have found? Is it the amount they found? So that's a $5 super chat. They would most likely look at floorboards because there's blood that's down there. It's some type of physical evidence. Of course, if there's like saw marks because they were maybe sawing on the ground, I don't know. I'm just giving you examples. Hack marks on the ground. We don't typically see that on people's floors. Bullet holes or blood. So if there's blood on the carpet, what is blood going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Blood is going to seep through the carpet onto the subfloor, right? If you had a good carpet job, you're going to probably have foam down there. And then below the foam is going to be actual wood floorboards. If you have a house that has wood floorboards, which most houses have, right? Some of them may have cement, but most houses have wood floorboards. Blood is going to seep through all of that, especially if it's not properly cleaned and through time, and even if it is cleaned. So let's say you do put some soap and water down there, you're trying to, pick it all up. What are you doing? You're now diluting that blood and making it even larger quantity of that biological material that's now being spread out and pushed into the carpet, pushed further into the subfloor, pushed further down where it's now having contact with the floorboard. Now, what happens with wood? Ladies and gentlemen, wood is fibrous. Wood is porous. Wood is fibrous and is porous, which means that even water-treated wood will absorb liquid, will absorb blood. just like it'll absorb water. So whether it's blood filled with cleaning solution or just blood itself, you better believe it's down there in that floorboard. So wherever they found that area that interests them, that allegedly had the abundance of blood that they said, because they said it was a whole lot of blood, they're going to take the carpet, they're going to take the subfloor, they're also going to take the boards down there, the wood planks down there. Let's keep going.
We're inside there.
Listen, we were right here because the guy kept trying to offer people tours.
Then why would you think that's
Yeah, trendsetter. Whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. I'm a bestseller.
Get it, girl.
What's for dinner? What if you already had the answer? Meet Tavala. Tavala. You do you. We'll do dinner.
That's physically okay, mentally okay. This is the place you say because I didn't go in their house, and you're telling people I went in their house. Am I pointing at you? No. You did a minute ago. But yeah, whoever I'm going like this. But your whatever could make a big mistake for me, so you should think about it. In the street. You making this ruckus out here is a disgrace. You guys are acting like it's ridiculous that people are going inside the fucking house. I didn't go inside. Yes, I seen you.
I didn't go in the house.
You went into the property.
I didn't go in the house.
But
The
you
house
were
is
inside
the
there.
We were right here because the guy kept trying to offer people tours.
The one that you guys can't find.
Why would you think that's okay?
Yeah.
Why would you think that's physically okay? Mentally okay? Yeah, well,
This
you
is
need
the
to watch what you say because I didn't go in their house, and you're telling people I went in their house. Am I pointing at you? No. You did a minute ago.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you whoever I'm going like this. But your whatever could make a big mistake for me.
I'm not laughing. That's kind of weird. Like, it's just like, am I pointing? You know, I'm going like this. Whatever. You see, it's emotionally charged, man. People are really suffering, and you know, they're going through it with this, and it's sad that whoever's in there, I don't know who was there. I think the fact that they're standing there makes them weirdos, in my opinion, because obviously if they're standing there, they're not parts of that community. So the question is, what are you doing here? You know, and the fact that she believes that at least a few of them went in there, that sucks. Like, they call it murder porn. You know, people and true crime junkies, you know, they get pleasure out of these cases. You know, you're supposed to want justice. You're supposed to be here on my show, on every other show that's live right now. Because, like, I mean, Jesus Christ, I've got almost 3,000 people. I'm fluctuating over 3,000, and I know that there's a million other shows. So, wow, you know, I'm humbled that so many people have decided to watch me when you have so many other options out there. But everybody who's watching this should not be watching this because they, for shits and giggles, should be watching this because you just want the baby to be found and you want justice for the baby. And these folks who are going into the home for a tour, whoever they may be, they're disgusting people. They really are. They're sick, disgusting people. Those people aren't going home saying, hey, you know, I helped find justice for that child. They're probably going home doing other things that we don't need to talk about. Probably things more aligned with what I investigate because they're nasty. And believe me, you know, maybe I'm jaded. There are nasty people out there. You guys don't understand how sick and diabolical people are when it comes to sex. Like, people are nasty. Nasty, and one more word that goes along with it, cruel. People are nasty and cruel. And when you do what I do, when you do what Hello There You All husband does, he's a homicide detective, you will see with your own eyes. You have a front row ticket to the wildest ride on in the world, to the most entertaining show in the world. You will see with your own eyes how nasty and selfish and diabolical and cruel your fellow human beings can be. Kind of cruel, like the type of person that would end a 7-month-old, allegedly, because we know that baby might be 8 or 9 months old from what they're saying lately, Little boy. How cruel. Let's keep going. After that, we got another statement from the Sheriff's Department we want to play for you guys or read.
So you should think about it. Down the street. You making this ruckus out here is a disgrace. You guys are acting like this in these fucking circus.
All right, let's go ahead to this article that Aki so graciously sent me. I don't even know where I put it. Lost in the sauce, baby. Lost in the sauce. Here we go. My apologies. All right, so this is San Bernardino dudes. They like to put a lot of pictures up. All right, update. Emmanuel Haro case, August 24th, 2025, San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. Let's read it. This afternoon, a search for Emmanuel Haro was conducted. Let me read it like the law enforcement guys do it at the podium. This afternoon, a search for Emmanuel Haro was conducted along the westbound shoulder of the 60 freeway near Gilman Spring Road in Moreno Valley. Investigators were assisted by cadaver dogs. Jake Harrow was at the location with detectives. The search has concluded and Emmanuel was not located. The investigation to find Emmanuel continues. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? That's it. So just another official statement verifying that Emmanuel was not found today. But yeah, you know, we're going to keep at it. And we definitely have to show you guys the proof of it. So I don't want you guys thinking that, you know, we're not on the up and up with this bad boy. All right, so let's keep going.
Developing news now out of Temecula. Multiple people.
Let's get that out of there. Trying to get to where I was at. We covered that. All right, so now we get to the article. Oh, my God. We're finally getting to the article, ladies and gentlemen. Jeez, we got to be well over an hour. Yup, an hour and 6 minutes before we got to the article. Wow. Aki's probably going to have to cut this one out and make it into a short because this is what we wanted to lead with, but we ended up leading with everything else we led with. So let's get to the article because I think this is telling. And now that Emmanuel has not been found, then this is still very relevant. It's still very relevant. Let's keep going. Now, it looks like she has 2 bruises. Looks like she has 2 black eyes. And the research crew pointed that out to me on a picture that they sent me. I don't know, man. I think this lady's got a story to tell. I don't know if it's ignorance. I know she comes from a family of murderers, a family of very interesting folk. I don't know what's going on here, but she needs to spill the beans. Unless
their baby was kidnapped in Yucaipa on Thursday, August 14th, but detectives say after interviewing them multiple times, that story quickly fell apart. Rebecca said she was attacked and knocked unconscious in the parking lot of a Big Five store in Yucaipa.
Now on Eyewitness News at 5, breaking news involving missing 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. The baby's father was seen with San Bernardino County deputies in the middle of a field in Moreno Valley. Now, it was this week that detectives revealed they believe the baby is dead. I'm Niku Kazori.
And I'm Jury Rand. Let's get right to that video just into our newsroom. There you can see, escorted by deputies, that is Jake Haro in a prison jumpsuit assisting search and rescue crews near the 60 freeway in a field off Gilman Springs Road. This is in Moreno Valley. This does not bode well for anyone holding out hope that that baby might be found alive. Emmanuel Haro, if you have the father of that child with deputies and a large law enforcement contingent searching a field off the side of the freeway. We do have more information. The couple, Emmanuel Haro's parents, claimed their baby was kidnapped in Yucaipa on Thursday, August 14th, but detectives say after interviewing them multiple times, that story quickly fell apart. Rebecca said she was attacked and knocked unconscious in the parking lot of a Big Five store in Yucaipa. We heard from her in a, I guess you could call it a tearful interview, although we did not technically see any tears coming from her eyes as she was crying, where she says she was knocked unconscious, regained consciousness, telling investigators her baby had been taken, he had been kidnapped, After that disappearance, the boy's parents came under scrutiny, and the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department said investigators found inconsistencies in their story.
And this is our Air 7 video that we have right now. This is video in Moreno Valley. We saw that video a little bit earlier that had the baby's father, Jake, looking for just with the detectives there, just searching this area again in Moreno Valley. We're zooming in with Air 7, trying to get a better view of what we are looking at right here. That looks like a police car.
It's highway patrol there.
Highway patrol, and it seems like there is a woman standing right next to that highway patrol car, moving toward that area. It's an empty open field off the side of the highway in Moreno Valley.
And we are waiting for confirmation from law enforcement. At this point, this is simply conjecture as to why they are searching this field now, why the father of this missing baby is in a field with deputies searching. We can, of course, wonder and make some assumptions, but we don't know until we hear from law enforcement. We saw highway patrol there, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. But again, this missing child has been missing for 10 days now. His mother said she was attacked in the parking lot of a Big Five store, knocked unconscious. When she came to, the baby was gone. It appears that there were holes in the parents' story. Those quickly fell apart, and they were placed under arrest this week. We do have a map of the 3 locations that are in question here. Yucaipa is where the parents said the babies were kidnapped. You see on the northern part of the screen, Cabazon is where the family lived. I believe that's where they were placed under arrest this week.
That was just 2 days ago. I believe that was on Friday morning. And we had many deputies out there. They had a pretty intense morning that day. There were armored vehicles. They took away the parents, both Rebecca and Jake Haro, early that morning. Large police presence. Neighbors came out as well. They also expressed concern and, of course, shock and anger, especially watching the parents getting taken away. They, of course, had so many questions. That night, they actually held a vigil for Emmanuel, and we had video from that night. Neighbors came together tearful and asking, where is Emmanuel? So it seems like we are getting one step closer. That's a mugshot of the parents right there. We have Rebecca and Jake Haro and their recent mugshots. This is from Friday.
They are now due in court on Tuesday. Again, law enforcement believes baby Emmanuel is dead. The parents were placed under arrest, and now the father was seen with law enforcement searching a field. We will continue to follow this story as it develops tonight and bring you the very latest here on Eyewitness News.
All right, so that's one pair of glasses. Yep. With prescription lenses, plus anti-reflective lens coating. Oh. Scratch-resistant coating.
Did I choose?
UV protection. Award-winning customer service.
That's me.
That's also me. Free returns, free exchanges, and free frame adjustments for life.
And how much more is that?
Oh, it's all included at Warby Parker.
So my glasses
are still just $95.
Oh.
Surprise! I just get excited.
Not so for us right now. Thanks to that high pressure that's moved on in, we really are not seeing a lot of that fog to start the morning. What we are seeing are some subtropical clouds. So those are back today. It is still going to be a little muggy, a little humid. Taking a live look over Malibu, you can see a little bit of that cloud cover out there. Just starting to see the sunrise for some spots, 65 out in Malibu. And then downtown LA, nice cool start to the morning. Pretty mild for you, 70 degrees. So we are already warming up out there. All right, we are not in the clear just yet. Many of the watches in the warnings have expired. So out toward the IE and even Orange County, you can see those heat advisories have lifted, but extreme heat warnings still in place. That's going to be around through tonight for LA and parts of Ventura County as well. So you know the drill. It is